far as commercial real estate and residential real estate, is there any differences, or is it just as easy to buy one or the other?
Well, some people say when they first get in the business, oh, I just want to do commercial. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the high end. And that's good to dream big. And of course, everybody knows that commercial property is probably a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult than residential, you know, but it's still real estate to me. You know, I've done residential, I've done commercial, I've done it all, you know what I mean? So it's just easier to get started with a single family home or a duplex or a quad or some land or something more residential area versus some commercial. But there's great deals in commercial. I mean, there's deals everywhere, you know what I mean? It's just, but you better know what you're doing and you better know how to do your research a little bit. There's a lot more due diligence in research with commercial property than residential. Residential is pretty cookie cutter, pretty simple or easier. Commercial will be a little bit more intensive, you know, and better know what you're doing. You better have experience in it. You know, the key is experience. You know, you don't know what you don't know, you know? And the bottom line is you're coming into a new world, the real estate world, and it's a new language, and it's new thoughts and new ideas, and you need to start, you know, not just learning the research, but it's also learning me, you know, and not just learning me, but learning the neighborhood. So basically, when we have students go out and knock on doors or, you know, identify a problem, we do a 3-tier type concept. One is, get all the data that a computer can give you, you know, because the computer has lots of data about the house or the information that the computer give you, a lot. You know, the deed, the mortgage, code enforcement violations, you know, construction service center. I mean, there's, you know, liens, judgments, you know, there's tons of stuff. But also go work the neighborhood, go talk to the neighbors, because I guarantee you the neighbors know a lot more than the computer can tell you. You know what I mean? And then the 3rd tier is me. You know, tell me what the neighbors say, tell me what the computer says, and I'm gonna tell you what that really means and what's really going on. And this is how we're gonna, you know, address the situation with the information that you've given me. But without me, I can't solve a problem without good data. And I need my students to go out there and gather good data. I need to know what the neighbors know. I need to know what the computer knows. I need you to bring that back to me so I can help give you a good analogy of what's really going on here and how to solve that problem.
So, in a nutshell, there's good deals on either or, and you can probably do well or horrifying on either or, but you really need to know your knowledge.
Knowledge is power. I mean, come on, you want to make doctor money, right?
Right.
You want to make more money than a doctor. I mean, I make way more money than most doctors. I mean, you better have the knowledge. You better be a doctor of your field. You better know a lot. You know what I mean? And knowledge is power. So knowing, you know, I'm not asking you to know about real estate as a whole, just know about that one property. Know everything there is to know about it. And you know, you're trying to capture that property. I remember one time my dad calls me up and says, son, I've been listening to you a little bit, you know, and I found this abandoned property and I found the owner and I'm trying to buy the property. And so he locked it up, you know, he basically locked it up for 30 grand and he was gonna buy it for somebody else, whatever else. But that didn't come through or whatever else. And my dad was like, well, I don't want it no more. I'm like, Dad, it's worth like double what you got it for. What do you mean you don't want it no more? I'll loan you the money. No, I'm not interested. I said, okay. So I buy it for 30, I turn around and sell it for 65 the next day. I was like, Dad, that could have been yours. What are you telling me you didn't want it? I'm trying to give you a deal. No. They just don't think that's possible, that's out there, and it is. You know, you can win when you buy. You can just find deals and just lock them up.
Was that a commercial or residential?
That was a residential.
Residential property.
Yeah.